Hello friend, my name is Tobel. Welcome back to more Mount & Blade Bannerlord. Before any towers fell, before any kings came back, there was simply BOROMIR, humble trader and friend to all. Before we get too far into the game, I want to let you know that we are running some mods, the community tweaks, as well as some character editing, stuff like that. I'm going to start out with the Aserai background so we can get some trade penalty reduction. There is our hero, BOROMIR in the flesh. You know, you better like it because I spent way too long looking at a picture of Sean Bean to get this right. To start things off, we're going to go pretty hardcore into anything that gives us archery as well as tactics and scouting and riding. Because I want him to be fast, we're going to be a trader down the road. Archery early game is incredibly strong, so we're going to be going that route as well. And there we go, there is our BOROMIR. He is quite handy with a bow, very good at riding, very tactically minded. And of course, we will be doing everything on realistic because we enjoy the pain. By the way, one of the mods that I'm running is the Just Let Me Play mod, which removes all of the storyline stuff from the game. It only gives you 2 quests, rebuild your clan and form your own kingdom, so that it still allows you to make your own kingdom in the game. The other mods we're running are the community tweaks, also the mod that lets you cheer at the end of battle, because really that's the most important mod overall, right? So with 1,000 dinar in our pocket, we are ready to get out into the wide world. Now we're going to be making our money from trading Aserai horses, and you can get a lot of money off of these things. They can sell, or they can be bought for under 1,000 gold. They can be sold for over 2,000 gold. So that is a massive, massive profit margins. Also, desert horses aren't too bad to grab as well. You can find them for sometimes under 200 dinar and sold for over 400. So quite a decent profit to be made. Don't forget to look at the cities as well, because the cities can sometimes have these Aserai horses. Now remember that when you buy from a city, you will be changing the price every time you buy 1 unit of an item. When you buy from the source, it's a set price. So if all of these horses, for example, are 1876 or like 161, if we buy all 4, we've bought all 4 of them at 161. So keep that in mind. It's often better. You're going to get a good deal going from the cities or the little villages, but you still can make a profit at the towns that produce the resource you're going for. All right, BOROMIR, you know what? He has ridden through the length and breadth of the land. He is ready for a bit of a fight. We're going to go find some looters, and we're going to start our adventure in archery, because archery, like I said, is incredibly strong. So I will be putting a lot of effort into getting the archery skill up as high as possible. We'll also work on getting our riding up there as well. It probably would have helped to have assigned a couple skill points, but that's okay. We'll survive. I do want to avoid anyone that is an archer. You want to avoid the bandits that are archers, because they, especially if they're heavily outnumbering you, in the early part of your game, in the early part of your character development, you are not going to have the horse archery skills to do the circle strafing while avoiding their bows. It's going to be very, very challenging. So keep that in mind, or just run up to them and smack them with a sword if you really want to. Archery has the most satisfying release and impact sound of anything in this game. Okay, well, maybe not. The Warzor is incredibly satisfying as well. Hey, we are on a different version of the game, by the way. I'm not on the most up-to-date branch. 1.1 at the time of this filming. Oh god, I'm stuck. Run, BOROMIR, run. So we are on patch like 1.08 just because I got a couple mods and I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they're all up to date yet. So we'll be keeping up to date with the game, but only when I make sure that the mods are working and it doesn't interrupt our saves. So no worries about the game getting completely corrupted. And there we go, BOROMIR victorious. His first battle, his first test of blood, and you can see he's quite pleased with himself. Glorious BOROMIR. Well done, sir. Better prices here in the town of Hunab, down to 1,400. I'm still trying to find something that's under 1,000 because we only have 1,000 dinar to start. I will sell my sword and whatever we have in our inventory if it is required in order to make a profit. So don't discount BOROMIR's dedication to trading. He is ready to make his name known across the world as the most famous horse salesman in the 5 kingdoms or 7 kingdoms or however many freaking kingdoms there are. In the town of Asgar, we find the first tournament available. So BOROMIR is going to sign up. He's heard that you can make yourself known. You can make a little bit of money. We're not going to bet. Ooh, hey, an Aserai horse is the prize for this tournament. Glorious. Let's go ahead and join in. We start out with a spear. Not exactly his favorite weapon in the world. One enemy down. He knows the danger of enemy archers. So obviously that was his first target. Nice spear in the back here. There's no such thing as honor, my friend, in warfare. There's only winning. BOROMIR is brutal right now. 2 kills to his name. Well, knocked unconsciousness. 3 to his name. Let's see if Boromir can go for a clean sweep. 4 out of 4 enemies killed. 4 damage. Okay, good try, buddy. Boromir with a 4 out of 4 sweep. He completely crushed all enemies. Remember, we are on the harder difficulty. Oh, we are archery now. I'll try my best. My buddy here is going to get killed, and I'm going to get smashed, I think. Let's try to help him out. Maybe kill the guy he's shooting. We're going to get a little friendly fire, I'm sure. Remember, we just have to survive until we're the last 2 teams. Oh, crap. Oh, right in the face. That's not great. Oof, right over the ear. Come on, Boromir. You got this, buddy. No pressure. Remember your training. In the lands of... Oh, Aserai. We are down to 1 more hit, and we're going to be out. I haven't even looked to my right yet. Oh, we are down. Sadly, I believe we are out of the race. But it's okay. Boromir learned an important lesson today in that archery is rough in the tournaments. We'll remember that, Ukai, which sounds suspiciously like Urukai. 2 of these towns down here, 2 of these villages, Wadar and Barahal, do tend to have some of the better priced horses around. Yeah, 1148 for 1 Aser. Actually, they have 4 horses here at the same price. Let's go check the other village, but what I might do is go poke some bandits until we have enough to buy that first horse. So, yeah, the same price, 1148. So that's 7 horses for 1148 that can all be sold for over 2,000 if you find the right buyer. So that's a huge deal. I don't think we quite have enough, even if we sell everything in our name. We'll only get 100. Well, actually, hang on. We might get enough. Byproducts. We have enough for 1 Aserai horse. 1148, that's our first big purchase. By the way, let's take a look at the character development. I do want to get a couple of traits here. I will grab the marksman. We'll go ahead and bump up the bowmanship to the highest focus point level so that we're getting the most learning rate out of every single shot. I'm also going to go ahead and put points into riding, and eventually we'll start putting points into trade so we get some bonuses when we're doing trading, which we will be doing a lot in the early game. Trading is really, really lucrative. Also have cavalry attacks deal more morale damage. So we've got our first horse purchased. It's time to go across the pond and try to find a buyer. Also, you can still trade with the cities within the Aserai borders. So don't forget to check cities like Quayaz here. They will sometimes buy your Aserai horses for a really pretty penny. 1362, though, is not what we're going for. Second tournament for Boromir. You know what? I think he's learned a lot of lessons in his first fight. This time around, the prize is a helmet. All right, we're going to stick close to our ally, who is slightly faster than us. Come on, skirmisher bro. We've got this. Stay with Boromir. He will never let you down unless you have a really pretty ring, and then you're screwed. I'm coming, friend. Always attack from the back when they never expect it. Nicely done. Teamwork makes the dream work. You take that guy, I'll take this guy. Red team with the flank and the clean sweep. No quarter for the Cravens, indeed. All right, Archer. Let's go ahead and protect our Archer friend. Let's see, look at that. A little bit of shield. A little bit of shield protection here. I'm going to go up with my Archer. Let him take a shot. Moving to take the block. We'll flank over to the side. Let our Archer get a little couple hits in here. Oh, he's going to melee. Nicely done, sir. Didn't quite block that. Sorry, buddy. Freaking guy with a dagger is going to kill us here. It's okay, though. I believe in our Archer friend behind us. He's going to be the one to save the day. There we go. Team Red, once again. Boromir and our skirmisher. It's going to be us in the end, buddy. Oh, now it's you and me fighting. You've been a great ally, but now, my friend, I'm sorry. You simply have to go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Sadly, once again, defeated by his Aserai skirmisher ally. We tried, though. We got a little bit farther along this time around. Are we lucky enough to get a great deal just across the border at Artisia? Oh, holy crap, yeah. That's great. 2,000 dinar for our first Aserai horse. I think that's a great profit. We'll take that, and we're going to turn around, come back into the southern lands, and immediately go buy 2 of those same horses and try to come up and make some more deals. That's how we're going to start this game. Very heavy on the trading side of the house. We will be fighting bandits here and there. I try to keep it under about 6 or 7 while I still have a slow horse. And once we start getting a better bow and a faster horse, I'll up the amount of bandits that I start to fight. Boromir did get a level while I'm sitting here talking. We're going to put that into control. So he has even more learning experience with bowmanship. We'll also throw a point into... Let's put 2 points into trade. We are going to be doing quite a bit of trading. So since trading happens infrequently compared to something like riding a horse, we're going to put more points into that so that way we can get more bang for our buck when we actually do trade. All right, those villages that I talked about were right up here, I think. That's the one. Barahal and Wadar are the ones that had really, really cheap horses. I think we're a little bit under how much we need, so I might go poke a couple of bandit groups Byproducts here. Desert horse. Oh, someone already bought the horses. Dang it. Did they buy all the horses from both villages? Because that's going to change the price too. Hey, there we go. That's a great deal. 2 Aserai horses for 912. 1,800 dinar. Boom. This is how you're going to start rolling your profits early game. Hey, don't feel bad about taking advantage of unbalanced gameplay. It's whatever works for you. Whatever gets you that sweet profit. We want to try to get to that mid game as quick as we can. Ortizia, again, still with super awesome value on these Aserai horses. We're going to sell 1 for 2,100. And I'm going to go find, I don't know, I might go pop a couple other towns, Legata and Jalmaris here, to try to see if we can't get another good deal. If we can't find anything over 1,800, I'll just come back, because I still want to stay relatively close to the Aserai lands. By the way, my apologies if you pronounce it a different way. I've been going back and forth with how to pronounce this freaking region, this faction. So my apologies if it's not what you're used to. Aserai, Aserai, look, whatever works. We all are talking about the cool desert horse people, right? How about we just don't call them the Aserai, we call them the Atreides instead. Get a little bit of Dune lore in there. We're gonna gang up on yellow because there's 2 yellow guys over here. Uh-oh. They didn't appreciate that too much. We still have allies, though. Our green guy's getting messed up by this javelin chucker. Oh, bad news, bears. Oh, I ate that for him. I walked into it. Nicely done. Oh, our one last person, but I think we qualified. We did. Our one last soldier ate a shot, though. Kept us alive, though. Kept us alive till the end. You don't want none of Boromir, my friend. By the way, someone mentioned in the comments that although Universal Block is not in the game, if you have a big shield like this, it is all directional. So you can just point your shield. Like, always try to go to that right side block because you get most of the shield across the body. And then just rotate your character wherever you need to block at. So it's not too bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. If you've got a little Targe or a little buckler, it might be a little bit more challenging. But it's more about the timing. See, I would have ate that, actually, if I was doing my normal block. There we go. It took a minute. We're also down to, like, nothing in health. Again, second to last round. Boromir and this guy, Tedeos, who obviously is a warrior of great renown, because he is deciding to fight 2-on-1. Nicely done. That guy's almost down. I'm going to try to fight behind him and just get any free shots in I can. I think Tedeos is a little tanky. He's doing pretty good. They're all so well armored and we're so not. Oh, no. Come on, Tedeos. Get him good. He's looking right at me. Get a little shield bash going. Uh-oh. Tedeos is down. Our noble ally has fallen in battle, although he will be the one that we face in the last round, if we succeed in our glorious victory. Oh, that was a beautiful step back, thrust to the face. Just missed that guy's attack. All right, so it's us, Boromir, versus Tedeos. We'll lead with a little stab. Let's go with a shield bash to open him up a little bit. Maybe that's going to give him overconfidence, though, that he's so fast and we are in simply... Oh, God! Beautiful. The town of Zaonica. 2236 for our horse. Lovely stuff. Also, maybe yet another arena battle. There are so many tournaments, by the way. You can make all of your money. Oh, the mod we're using, the Tweaks mod, will give you money if you win a tournament. I completely forgot to mention that. Even if you don't bet at all, you will get a little bit of money from winning a tournament battle. So very, very cool way to make some money early on if you don't want to bet. All right, friend down. That's not good. I think the guy on the right is the one that's wounded the most. Nope, did not matter. And just like that, in a couple of minutes, we're already up to 4,500 gold. I'm going to be doing the same route. Getting horses, selling horses for quite some time until we've got about... oh, I don't know, 15K. And then we're going to maybe look at getting a couple companions and starting to get into the mid-game. As you can tell, I'm definitely trying to rush the early stuff a little bit because it's a little bit slow. And I don't think you want to watch me fight every single bandit group I come across, but we'll look at a couple. Once I hit about 10K, I will go ahead and upgrade Boromir's bow to something a little bit stronger. And eventually we'll be able to get an Aserai horse that we can ride. So we'll just, as part of our normal trade route, we'll get ourselves a horse that we're just going to keep for ourselves because they are super fast horses. With the archery skill, by the way, at some point when you keep getting leveled up in the skill, I think you get a little bit of damage increase for every point in archery. And so you will be able to one-shot enemies very, very quickly if you just kind of go down that route. It's a little slow early game, but if you put a lot of focus points into it, you really can build up that skill. Right in the throat. Now, this is straight up shades of Mountain Blade Warband right here. This is what I always used to do, starting the game in Warband. Just trail a bunch of people behind you. Never bring some feet to a horse fight, friends. What is it with these snipers and their rocks? You all need to play for the MLB. Once again, Boromir victorious in battle. The mod I'm using, the Community Tweaks mod, also doubles the renown and morale you get from battling, I think, any battle at all. Or it could be from only bandits, but you do get quite a bit of renown, so you can kind of build that up. It doesn't quite take you as many battles to get that first clan rank 1. We're already at 39 and only just had a couple battles, and the tournaments, and I think in level ups too. More points into trade. I'm going to go with the wholesaler trait because we are going to be getting a lot of trade goods. And for bows, we are going to go ahead and go faster aim because I plan on shooting or aiming and releasing, not holding that aim for a long time. So we're going to go with a fast draw. We will eventually go into two-handers. Don't worry. We're not going to be only one or the other. I think Boromir was a bit of a switch hitter. If you take a look at him in Lord of the Rings, right? He definitely had some archery skill. But he could go meet hand-to-hand if he needed to. We will find a companion at some point, and yeah, of course, we're going to be renaming our companions because that is something you can do with this mod. So we will definitely be finding a companion and who happens to have some elongated ears, perhaps. I love the prices here. Look at this. 3,000 for 3 Aserai horses. Beautiful stuff. Let's also... Yeah, sure, why not? Let's grab some butter. We're going to pay 32. We still have room for more. I'm going to grab a bunch of desert horses, and we're going to make a little money off those. That was a really cheap desert horse. Down right around 100 is probably the lowest I've seen them. You might be able to break under 100. I'm not sure. I don't normally keep an eye on the desert horse price. Just kidding. There we go. That's the cheapest right there. So 176, plenty of money left. And I'll swing up north. Because again, you can sell these as desert horses for about 300 or 400 in certain cities, so don't be afraid to pick some of those up as well. If you are going this route and you are picking up quite a few animals, you will notice your speed will start to drop down because you do have a herd. So I think if you have anything with 4 legs, you will start to drop down a little bit in your overall party speed. Hey, while we're at it, let's go ahead and grab Boromir an extra bit of bows. Why don't we go with range arrows do give +1 piercing. So I don't know if we want to do these or not. We'll grab the +1. I'll sell the normal arrows and I'll sell all the other stuff I have. Do I have enough to get that second? No, I don't quite have enough. We could sell 1 horse here. And we should have enough to get the range arrows. 501, you'll pay 337. I guess I'll sell 2 desert horses. No big deal. It's still a profit. Just not quite as much as I was hoping to get. But there we go. Now Boromir has extra arrows. I will eventually get a 2-hander. And I will be going for my favorite weapon in this freaking game, the Warazor. It is a 2-handed polearm that you can swing from horseback. It is broken beyond belief. It will probably eventually get removed from the game or nerfed to all hell. But at the moment, my friends, we are going to enjoy the beauty that is the Warazor. I think it's up in the Britannia lands, if I'm not mistaken. Or, no, hang on. It's either Britannia or it's all the way up here. I keep forgetting the northern folks. Sturgia, Legeta, do you have great profits for us, my friends? Not quite. You have good profits, but not great. And we are only here to make massive, massive profits. We also can take some stuff back down south with us. If I remember, there are a few towns close together somewhere in the Britannia area that sell furs, I thought. Furs are always a pretty good item to have. We could, hey, look, it still gets cold down in the desert, so they're still going to need to wrap up a little bit here and there. Horses don't offer much in protection from the elements. Furs don't make you a ton of money, but they're not too bad, especially when, you get a town like this. Bogbeth here has 56 dinar priced furs, and quite a few of them, too, so you can make a pretty good profit between... I think some cities can buy them for upwards of 250 or 300. So that's a pretty decent profit you can get from furs. Don't be afraid to jump into something a little bit different. Boromir's first night battle. You know what? Boromir is not afraid of the dark. He was born in the dark. He was born at night in the deep desert. I don't know why all of a sudden Boromir is from the desert, but he is in this version of the world, okay? We're not quite Middle-earthy. We're in an alternate universe. He still really likes rings. He's got an affinity for gold and jewelry, especially gold and jewelry that's all-powerful. He just happens to be from the desert, that's all. It's all good. Is it me, or are all the looters in this game in really good shape? You'd think some of these guys would be overweight, but no, they're all able to run a marathon, and pretty freaking quick, too. Let's see what Varcheg has for sale. I think Varcheg maybe... Oh, sad day. Did not have my weapon of choice. Still not really seen over 2,000 for the Aserai horse. I will drop off a desert horse or two, since the price is quite high. Look, just because Boromir's only swung a sword like 3 times in his life doesn't mean he can't do a little bit of damage with that steel in hand. Spear versus sword, I feel like this is good for us. He's a ninja. Oh, we both we both have those. Can I swing sideways? No, I can't. That's a horrible idea. Hey, maybe here's a crappy way to do it. Why don't we just try to stay alive for a bit until one of the guys over there dies. There we go. One enemy's down. We're gonna back up a little bit. See if we can get these 2 guys to play together. Perfect. If I give them... There we go. Stab them in the back. And then we can get a free shot in and help out. That's tactics, my friends. This is why Boromir was known for being a tactician in his village. God, we really need to put like a point or 2 of endurance in Boromir. He is slow as all get out. There we go. Boromir got the kill. Well done, buddy. Boromir has finally made it into the final round. It should be versus Istvan. I have no idea who Istvan is, but I think he's got a really fancy helmet. Oh my god, he's so quick. Good god. You know what, Istvan? As fast as you are, doesn't help. You don't block my spear shots. Should we be doing over the shield attacks? Like that? It kind of works. A little bit. Can we aim a shot downward, like at his feet? The spear hitboxes for blocking are a little bit funky. I don't know if you know this, but Boromir invented the Parthian shot. It's widely known that the Parthians picked that up from ancient Middle-earth lore. Like, is it not the most satisfying sound in the game? Also, I kind of don't want to kill the guy with the ponytail, or the pigtails. He is a devilishly handsome looter. We'll save him for last. The most fashionable are always spared when possible by Boromir. He appreciates a bandit with good fashion sense. Sorry, buddy. I was going to give you the chance to run away. Good God. You're just going hard. You've got an arrow in your freaking neck. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry I had to do that. I really liked your hair, though. We should be very, very close at this point to getting our clan. Yep, renown of 49. So one more fight, and we'll be able to set our first clan name, which is pretty cool. We're going to grab spare arrows for our horse riding pick, which makes sense. We also have, you know what? I'm going to put 1 more point into trading, and the rest of it will go into riding, because there are some really, really good traits for bows here. Use any bow on any horse, or sorry, use any bow on horseback. There's also a penalty reduction to using a ranged weapon on horseback. We want that as well. And I think, is there not another, well, actually, this is the same trait. Can use any bow on horseback. Isn't there a, so we'll probably pick the quiver one for this option. I thought there was another one that gives you more, or reduces the penalty of using bow on horseback. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. But obviously, those are the big ones that we want to have queued up. Holy crap, I can't believe we won that round. Nice job, ally. Magna Willowbark. It might be Boromir and Willowbark in the final round if Boromir doesn't get his face smashed in. Damn it. As we're going between villages here, I wanted to mention that I have taken a look at the MODDED page. It's really exciting to see so many projects that are starting up for Bannerlord. Also, Prophecy of Pendor, if you didn't see that, they are still planning to make Prophecy of Pendor, but right now, the game being in early access like it is, it's still a little early, and there's still complete systems that aren't in the game yet. So that's what a lot of these modding communities are waiting for. More modding tools and a more stable base to work from. So they are in the works, my friends. Other than the small tweaks right now, I don't know if we're going to get a lot of overhaul mods that we're kind of hoping for. So, you know, complete themed Roman Empire. I saw one for the Roman Empire. I saw another one for Song of Ice and Fire, of course. We have Prophecy of Pendor, a Warhammer mod. It's going to be amazing, all these different options, but it's probably the big overhaul mods are going to be some time. Although right now, if you do want to help out, I'm sure these different communities and teams that are working on mods do need people to work on art as well, so that wouldn't be a bad way to kind of get involved. Remember, friends, Boromir is here to protect you. He'll always, oh god, he will mostly watch your back until it no longer suits him. It's okay, we're in the next round though. So even if Boromir goes down, which is pretty likely. Holy crap. Boromir's got some arm strength behind him. I like how the arena is a little bit off. Oh, way to go, buddy. Nice throw. Slicing the pie. Boromir is savage, man. Maybe we should have gone the throwing route instead of archery. Look at the arrow that's pierced the shield. I actually wonder Can piercing damage hurt you? If it goes through your shield on your... Probably not. That's right where his arm would be. Getting a little pincushiony, that's fine. You're a fast little bugger with a dagger, aren't you? Boromir is faster. The last round, how fitting that our possible victory and culminating in getting our last bit of renown to get clan level 1 would be at the city that we started it all off in. This is all in the line, Boromir. Buddy, don't screw up, man. Come on, I believe in you. All of your training comes down to this moment. Great first shot, second strike. He may have a really fancy mask. Maybe that's limiting his field of vision. Boromir's only going to go for the overheads. That's how we're doing it this time around. Got him. First victory at a tournament, and it is the first city that we started this playthrough. Now, of course, Boromir, family name. He is son of Denethor. We're going to go with a little bit of a Scottish Mac in front, and I think it's Denethor? Hey, there we go. I had to literally look it up. All right. Mac Denethor is our family name, son of Denethor, because that's how we go. I did not get the mod that lets you edit your flags and stuff like that. So for the moment, we're going to have to use this as the flag of Gondor, of course. Beautiful. It's kind of close. I don't know. It's between that and that. We'll go with the giant tree. Glorious. We also won a fine steel leaf spear here. You know, Boromir's all about those profits, though, so he's actually going to sell it. Because all we're here for is cheap Asserai horses. All right, friends, as I fight this last battle, we're sitting on about 10,000 dinar. And you know what? I feel like that's not too bad for a first episode. And we're doing pretty good. We're going to come back to the game where good old Boromir has saved up a bit of money. He's going to be joining one of the factions. I don't know, what kind of factions do you guys recommend? Leave in the comment below. What faction have you joined before? What is doing it for you in your playthrough? Which faction is not awful? Let's go with that. Like, I don't care if it's not the strongest ever, but I kind of would like to have, you know, someone who's not going to get rickrolled. What about the Battanian? I've heard Battanian archers are absolutely savage. And I feel like Boromir would lean that way, right? Maybe we'll find a very good archer companion who happens to hail from the Woodland Realm. Thanks so much for being here. If you haven't joined our Discord, come chat with us. There's a link in the more description field below. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can do so through the membership of the YouTube channel itself, or you can join us on Patreon. I do rename characters as a kind of a thank you for all of our subscribers, characters, city names, stuff like that in all of my different Let's Plays. So thank you all for supporting the channel. As always, this is with a brand new editor, by the way, so if there's anything different, let me know what you think of the quality. It's a bit different editor, a different encoding, so you might see a little bit of weird behavior. Hopefully I've got the balances, the audio fixed up. But thanks so much for joining me, guys. Your support means the world to me. I hope you're doing okay. I know everything's really crazy right now. Just take a breath. Remember that we've got games here for us to play and stories like Boromir's to follow that will keep us sane and happy in the years to come. This string of bodies up across the hill. Hope you're doing well. Boromir and I wish you the best. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you again, friends, in the next episode.